In this video, we will be putting RPM front and rear control arms onto the Arrma Vorteks. Hello everyone, my name is Troy, this is Roadside RC. If you're new here, welcome. We'll do all the things from the bashing, drifting, crawling, racing, and we do a whole bunch of product reviews and how-to videos. And the last time we were out with the Arrma Vorteks, I broke it. I completely broke it. Now let me be very clear. It deserved it. I mean, I deserved a break on it. Doing all sorts of nasty jumps. I can provide a link to the video up here. Big crazy jumps and stuff like that. And trying to do some front flips and everything. And sometimes you don't land them right. And so way up in the air, trying to do a front flip. Truck came around crooked, landed straight on the wheels, and boom, cracked, broke a rear control arm. But fortunately, the control arms for this vehicle are actually the same part number as it is for the Arrma Granite. So that means even as soon as this vehicle was released, there were already upgrade parts out there for it. So I went ahead and just had pre-purchased rear and front A-arms for it. And in this video, we're going to be putting them on all four corners, showing you how it works. Comparing the stock versus the RPM control arm, you can see, of course, as you would imagine, overall dimensions are similar. The RPM material is, of course, their typical bendy, flexible, it can take a lot of impact materials. When you set them side by side like this, you'll see that you do actually end up with the one extra mounting hole right here for your shock so that you can tune it, but it's the inside hole that aligns with the factory arm from the Vorteks. Other big notable change is on the factory arms. The pin slid in and then there was a retaining screw for the pin that went in beside it. With the RPM arms, they do not do that. They actually have another screw that comes in and actually goes in behind the pin. Now, honestly, I think that should be fine. I don't see any issues with that. I don't know of any issues that would come from that, except for the fact that this is actually a Phillips screw. And so that I thought was pretty surprising, since everything else on the vehicle will actually be a hex. Why would they give us a Phillips in this? It just doesn't seem like they thought about that, does it? And so a little surprised with that. You got to find your Phillips screw in order to be able to finish the job. So here we go. We're going to put it back on. Just like that, the car is all back together. Now, I'm going to say something very important. I actually did a thing. I guess technically I actually did not do a thing. So I only changed to the RPM control arms on the left-hand side of the car, front and rear. Both are now RPM. The other side is actually still the stock Arrma arms. And so that way I'm going to be able to give kind of more of a long-term durability test of, are they truly better? Now, I have a couple things in mind. Maybe long-term, I might just run it into a wall also and see what happens. So we're gonna see. We're gonna actually put them to the test. I have some spare control arms, so even if I break one, I can put it back either to stock or to some RPM. So be in the lookout for that. I want to do an actual honest head-to-head comparison of the RPM to the stock. So now I have half and half of vehicles lined up so that we can actually do that test. So that's pretty exciting. So if you have a Granite, if you have a Typhon, Big Rock, or the Vortex, how you saw putting in the RPM control arms is actually the same across all of them. And so if you need any help with that, that is exactly what we just did. I'm going to keep working on some other stuff for this vehicle, some other videos going on. If you have any questions or anything about this, please leave them down in the comments below. Otherwise, come over here. Check out some other videos we had that we've already made, already out there. And I'm going to get working on another one. So thank you. Have a good day and goodbye.